When I was 14, I made a video to my 18-year-old self, and it's almost my 19th birthday. And so I'm gonna get on reacting to this. I've done zero prep. I do not remember what this video is about. I'm very excited. Let's just do it.
Okay, so I'm making this video for you or me to react to when I'm 18, when I graduate. How many subscribers do you have?
I have 1,618 as of recording this video. I know what's coming next.
That's the first thing. How many subscribers do you have? Man, okay, you have 106 at the moment.
Wow. So I started my channel in 2021. So in the first year, basically, I had got 100 subscribers. Pretty bad.
Your goal is 1,000 by the end of the year.
Did not hit that. So I ended up hitting 1,000 subscribers last year on January 7th. 2 years after. Not good.
106 at the moment. Your goal is 1,000 by the end of the year. Your goal is 10K by the end of 2020.
Little cafe music.
I'm gonna be honest, man. If you haven't hit some type of success on YouTube, 15-year-old you is disappointed, man. I know you're ambitious and you might set goals a little out of your reach, but come on, I'm kind of scared to say this, but if you don't have 100K, but if you don't have close to 100K in 30 years, man, something's wrong.
Oh my gosh. Lord have mercy. Oh, dang it, that hurts. It seemed so much more feasible. That's actually not to make an excuse though. I think if I were to have been consistent, that there was a higher likelihood that I'd probably have closer to 100K. It's just I went in these crazy seasons of uploading and then not uploading. It actually hurts because I could have been so much further if I had just been consistent.
This is your passion, at least it was. This fuels you, you like it. Hold up, the AC's.
Yeah, I still like it. This is still the goal. The past few years have been a repeated process of learning that I don't know how to manage my own time. It's just a lack of action, a presence of input and a lack of action. And that is a healthy cocktail for no progress.
He's on 1 second. You're not chilling on YouTube, close to 100K at least. You gotta refocus, guy. Holy guy,
That's true. That's base though. I do have to refocus because this is the goal. And over this past year, graduating high school, going into the workforce, 9 to 5, I have realized, 1, I don't want to be here my whole life. 2, I'm going to have to lock in to make this dream happen. But 3, that this dream is possible.
You still have headphones on. Okay, next question. Oh,
bro, look at my hair. Can we just talk about my hair for a second? Maybe it got a little bit better. I don't know. It was pretty poofy. I got that poof going on.
You still have headphones on. Okay, next question. Oh yeah, are you still with the girlfriend you are with now?
No. God bless her soul. Not like any hard feelings or anything, but I am no longer with that girlfriend. I have a new loving girlfriend, glory to God, that I'm so grateful for. But no, I am not with that girl anymore.
Yeah, there's not much more to say. I'm not gonna say her name for privacy reasons or crap, but you still with her? If not, what happened?
What was I was just expecting me to vent about my personal relationships on YouTube. That's crazy work. Nah, things didn't work out. I mean, when I filmed this, we were super young. I don't want to say too much. I don't want to dox her. She's a very nice girl, and there's nothing against her. But it's like things didn't work out. We were pretty young, probably not building our relationships on the right foundations. And high school's a hard time to be maturely dating. And so we weren't doing
that. Did you pass high school? I mean...
Yes, I graduated.
I know you did. What am I talking about? Yeah.
There we go.
Definitely at least passed high school. I mean, what are your plans? Like, if you haven't made it on YouTube by then, which is gonna be a little disappointing.
Bro, it hurts every time. I'm sorry. I know, I should have locked in.
Your plan, because right now, like, I don't think I'm planning on going to college. I have one college in mind, but I don't really plan on it.
Yeah, I don't remember what that college was. No plans on going into college. I have geared every job I have taken from then till now in hopes that it might make me better at YouTube. That's kind of like one of the main motivating things behind each job. I work as a media production assistant for the marketing and creative side of things for a couple companies. And so between the goal being YouTube and that job, which is a huge blessing, there was just no need for me to go to college. Especially for this industry and like production and film and stuff, you don't need formal education, frankly. Frankly, you don't.
What are your plans here, bud?
Okay, so my plans, ideally, Lord willing, I'm gonna keep working at the job I'm working at because I really love the job. I love the people I work with, and it's helping me grow my skills. Ideally, the goal is relatively soon, I would like to do YouTube full time. I would like to have a personal brand, maybe a couple personal brands. I have some stuff in the works for my second channel and kind of build a business off of my personal brand. And so I'd like to slowly transition to that, and hopefully in the meantime, sometime soon, maybe get married. You know what I'm talking about? None of this casual dating and no casual sex. We don't do that in this household. We date to marry. Hopefully, yeah. It's kind of the plan.
Oh, I'm not gonna say it, but did you continue at that same small private school that you've been going to your whole life?
Yes, I did.
You end up switching schools. Do you still have the same friend group, or at least some of the same friends? I mean, right now you're finally starting to become good friends with a couple people. Finally starting to open up, which is nice.
Sort of. It sort of ended up how I thought it would after high school, socially. I knew that once high school ended, only my good friends were the friends that I was going to be with. I didn't realize how dramatic it was, though, because once you graduate school, you just simply don't see people unless you go out of your way to see people. And that's a fantastic filter for the friends that were not truly your friends, or the friends that aren't where you want to be investing your time.
Just overcame your porn addiction. Good for you. It's not who you are anymore. I hope you...
That's not real. Me saying that right there, I was probably saying that with all good intentions, but I still struggled with it for years up until pretty recently. I was operating on a very misguided basis on how to attack this issue. See, the issue is, and it'll be very quick, I'm not gonna make this video about this, a lot of people attack pornography addiction as if it is a lust addiction, and that is not the case. And now you are committing the sin, you're committing the passion of lust in it, which is a layered poison. But the mechanism of addiction through which needs to be deconstructed is not a lust addiction. It is a psychological drug. Porn acts identically to a drug. And so once you break down essentially the brainwashing behind the reasons you use the drug, then not watching porn becomes almost effortless. And I know that's coming from someone who struggled for 10 years up until very recently. I know if you struggle with porn or PMO or whatever, that probably sounds not real to you. But I have been in the absolute depths of that. And so I want to put as many people onto this video as possible. The easy peasy method of quitting pornography. It's not a religious video, but I do believe that as Christ, our Lord and Savior, identifies himself as truth, that in the same capacity that Christ sets you free, you can be set free through truth. And I believe this video is true. The easy peasy method of quitting porn, put as many people onto that as possible. Porn is evil. Although saying this in faith and all in good intentions, definitely did not quit porn right here.
You didn't lose that ambition. Let me read.
What's up?
It's not who you are anymore. I hope you didn't lose that.
That's not who you are anymore is an important sentence there, though, because a large part of any addiction struggle or any habitual struggle, building habits, breaking habits, is an identity thing. So that's actually pretty wise for 14 years old.
Ambition. Let me read what I wrote. What if I keep my ambition? What if I don't kill it to have a normal life like everyone else? Keep your curiosity. It's the only thing that can override the human ego. What if I really commit to YouTube and my other passions? What if I can make $100 million or $1 billion? What if I'm shooting low? What if I accomplish all my goals? What if I surpass them? Hey, it's all worth a try.
Trying to be so dramatic here. And this happened throughout my teenage years, but kind of came to a pinnacle pretty recently too. Just realizing my own mortality, and I'm just so much less animated by this ambition worship that is our culture. That type of thinking, like focusing on ambition, focusing on achievement, it's just missing the point. The meaning of life is very exclusive to he who gives it. I guess that's just what more I'm worried about. I'm not very worried about losing my ambition or gaining my ambition or losing my curiosity or something. I don't know. It just seems kind of like a shallow thing, like a shallow state of mind that I was in.
I really hope you didn't silence your ambition. Like right now, I'm feeling pretty ambitious. Using that anger as motivation. I'm using temptation as motivation. I'm using everything as motivation. I want to be rich.
Yeah, we know. I'm a young man. I was a younger man then. There's just like that natural ambitious drive. Kind of how I viewed life was like, here are all my plans, here are all my ambitions. And then I'll try to squeeze God in where I can. I'll try to squeeze in my relationship with God. But after realizing that all of these ambitions have close to no effect on anything that happens outside of this limited span of time that we have on Earth, it's more like, this sounds like virtuous, it's really not. If I must be in the world, how can I do everything that I do for God? It was just like a complete switch of mind frame. And again, I don't say that to sound like I'm some virtuous man. I'm not. It is definitely a shift of priorities.
And I want to make it on YouTube, and I'm going to do just about anything to do that. At least right.
That's true. I do want to make it on YouTube, but I didn't know what doing just about anything to get there meant. And I'm starting to get a better picture of that now.
Right now. If you've given up on that, you need to really do some introspection because you've lost yourself. How's your body?
It's so funny. I'm 14 years old saying that my 18-year-old self, might have lost myself if I don't agree with my 14-year-old self.
Oh, that sounds weird. How's your physique? You're working out. Right now, you're still losing weight. You're bulking, but you're losing weight.
So I'm not bulking, is what it is.
Somehow. I think it's because right now, like, I'm burning more calories than I'm consuming.
Whoa!
I really hope you get your macros, and, well, your macros are fine. I really hope you get your calories on track so that you can start gaining weight and gaining muscle, because if you're still the skinny kid, the little kid, by the time you graduate, you don't have to be the biggest, but if you're still the tiniest, you've let younger Noah down.
Okay, I can. This is one of the areas that I can be like, all right, we're good. Not that I'm jacked or anything, but I did keep up working out. I don't know if it's the best physique I've had, but it's one of the better physiques that I've been in, that I've had, one of the better states I've been in. And I don't really know what happened. I was intentionally trying to eat more, and for a couple years there, it just wasn't working. But then kind of halfway through high school, or even this year, actually, it just started working. And so, not the smallest kid when you graduate. It used to really bother me. People and teachers would even talk about how small I was, but we're good now.
Is your faith okay? How's your faith?
Faith's as good as it's ever been. It's really interesting, actually, because going into high school, I was like kind of deconstructing my faith. Very charismatic, Protestant, Christian. Didn't know if hell existed. Didn't think God could kill people. But then by the end of high school, I've done this complete 180. And now I am an Eastern Orthodox catechumen. And so, glory to Jesus Christ, the Son of the living God. Literally by his providence, I've been blessed enough to be revealed to the fullness of the faith. And so, faith in terms of where I'm at, great. Still struggling through trying to be a Christian.
Faith. Right now, I mean, from recent experiences with God, overcoming porn addiction, and just in general, this year has been a very big year for your relationship with God. How's that? How's that going?
I don't want to throw any shade, but deepening your relationship with God in a lot of like non-denominational circles is like you felt the bass in the church songs on Sunday morning a little bit more and gave you goosebumps, and you spent an extra 15 minutes that week reading the Bible. Not to say that those things are bad, but it's just not as full, not as rich as the tradition of what the church is.
Any other questions? Any other questions? How's filmmaking going? Right now, you're in Hustlers University.
Filmmaking is going pretty good, actually. I didn't know this at the time, but I ended up, getting a job. Photography and videography are the main aspects of my job. Editing photos, editing video. You're in Hustlers University. Never used anything from Hustlers University. Gained a large portion of my subscribers at the beginning from that video I made about Andrew Tate and Hustlers University. I was riding that wave. I was very animated by Andrew Tate. There might have been some useful information in there. I just never put it into action. Never used it.
Learning how to copyright and freelance stuff. Right now, you are thinking about starting an agency, a local...
Yeah, I didn't know what that would require. Didn't really know what I was talking about.
Content agency, kind of like Ema and Gotsi, because of
Yikes.
the way agencies are, the traditional business style, having a retainer each month. And it's something you could probably do better than most local agencies. So
This is not what I remembered, but I guess I was thinking about like an ads agency or something. Yeah, it's interesting.
So yeah, did any of that happen?
No.
Did any of the agency happen? Did you make any money copywriting or freelancing, or are you doing
A lot of freelance, but no copywriting or anything like that.
now still, or what's up with that? I really want to take that Casey Neistat filmmaking class that he released last year on storytelling and filmmaking.
I would still love to take that. He is one of, if not my biggest inspirations, and so I'd love to do that.
I really think that'll be good for me. Right now, I'm focusing on learning and experiencing new things
Fine. That turned into procrastination, though.
because I want to learn marketable and monetizable skills. I'm
Based.
spending my income on learning and on myself.
I'm glad I did that. That turned out well. That mindset of like everything's an opportunity to learn put me in a very good position, leaving high school at least.
Because I'm not going to save my way to $1 million. I need to level up my skills,
True.
like a video game, so I can get my income up, so I can make millions of dollars. I hope you're making somewhat decent money, even if
I make pretty good money. In tandem with the lifestyle that I live and the way that I manage my money, I am in a blessed position, glory to Jesus Christ.
it's on the side. I know you used to say that you were going to be a millionaire by the time you graduate.
Yeah.
Right now, I don't think that's going to happen.
It didn't.
So awesome if it does. I don't think you're going to be a millionaire by the time you graduate. Yeah, man, I just really hope you don't give up on YouTube. I really hope you don't get converted into that Gen Z TikTok persona.
To be fair, I'm not where I wanted to be on YouTube, but something that I appreciate about my younger self is that I kept it going. Like, even if I wasn't consistent, I never was like, all right, you know what, I'm done. I didn't do that. And I like that.
I hope you don't get caught up in the wrong group of people.
Did not.
You don't get addicted to porn again or something
I did.
like that again. I hope you keep your out of everything, I just hope you keep your curiosity.
See, that's the like bordering on the idolization of these character traits that I was externally told are what I should be cultivating. They're not necessarily evil or anything. It's just not my first priority.
Keep your curiosity, and if you don't
Yeah, and I'm glad I'm a curious guy, but that's not the goal right now.
have it, revive that, because that is what made you you.
See, that's the problem. Taking the identity in certain things that I've been externally rewarded for, when that leads to horrible thought patterns and just not building your identity on the right things.
People loved you for your curiosity, and I'm not saying this out of insecurity. I'm saying this because your curiosity is what brought you fulfillment. You liked chasing things, learning things, experiencing things. You had that ambition, that natural drive that most people don't have.
True. I don't know about the natural ambition part. I think that's more of a symptom of young men than I anticipated. But I do find a lot of fulfillment in learning, and I think that's a gift from God.
You had that. You hit the jackpot with internal motivation. You really, really cannot give that up. I really hope you don't give that up. You don't let one burnout cycle throw you off the rest of your life.
That did not happen, and glory to God.
Bro, remember, you're 18. Your life just started.
That's a horrible mindset. There's this channel, Trey Gustafson, I think is his name. He does vlogs. He has a business, but he's in high school. He does school online. He's like really successful for his age. And I'm like, dang, he's younger than I am. And I'm like, that is the manifestation of the reverse of this mindset.
Remember, you're 18. Your life just started. Depending on when you watch. No, it doesn't even depend on when you watch this. If you've just graduated, your life just started. Just remember that.
Not a base take.
Remember that. You've been conscious of this self-improvement journey for probably a year and a half. You're really working on improving yourself. And I can almost guarantee it was one of the luckiest things that ever happened to us because we became self-aware so young.
Yeah, I would say I'm very grateful for getting put onto self-improvement at such a young age because it helped build in me discipline that I didn't have and helped me make myself more conscious of my health. I would say though that it did miss the point, like most of the other things that I said in this video, that self-improvement is just the shallow worldly version of the fullness of Christ. Yeah, I'm grateful for what it did for me at the time, and I'm grateful for where it led me. So I guess in the end it's fine, you know?
I really hope you didn't lose that. And if you did, man, come on, man. You gotta get back on your game. Yeah, remember God. Remember he grounds you. Remember.
See, true, but that's not the mindset that I was exemplifying throughout the rest of the video. But younger Noah has one based take.
That without him, everything else is pointless. Don't let anything get to your head. Yeah.
It just did not need to stay on the video.
All right, well, I hope you didn't screw up, bud. I hope you
I screwed up a lot, but that made me who I am.
didn't screw us up. Have an awesome rest of your 18th
My little
year.
outro.
I'm not making this for other people. I'm not going to say, hope you subscribe and enjoy the video. This is just for you, Noah. React to it, laugh at it, or agree with it. Part of me hopes you don't agree with it in some aspects because that means you've grown in some way. And I would like you to have grown in some way by the time you're 18. So yeah, awesome. Have the bestest of day. No, it's kind of weird. Yeah.
All right, base take though. I hope you disagree with some of this because that means you've grown. That's base. And I disagree with most of it. So that might be a good sign. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad I made this video. That's super interesting to see the expectations that I had for myself, to see what I valued. I can confidently say that my priorities, especially this year, have completely and radically shifted. And I'm very grateful for that. And I'm grateful for where he was at that time because he had to go through a lot of stuff to get where he is now. That's cool. Sweet. Maybe I'll have to make a video for my 22-year-old self. That'd be sick. Thank you for watching. I hope this brought some laughs or something. Maybe if you've been watching me for a while, maybe this brought back some nostalgia. I really like the setup changed, the vibe changed. I remember I was big on that like talking head lo-fi. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.